So before I go into it, I just wanted to share something. There is beauty all around. Isn't this beautiful? Those of you who may or may not be, who may not be enthusiasts in plants, all things plants, I took a cutting, but I took it directly from the main branch, and it was like coming off of the main branch. So you've got coming off of the main branch, which is this is coming off of the main branch. This is the branch, and that's the branch is connected to the main tree. So yeah, it tells us a lot about how people communicate, how people respond. It's beautiful. I don't know what it is yet. I'll find out. Yeah, but just some things I've learned through propagating. So I've put it in water so it can root eventually, and then I'm going to plant it. If I took just a leaf and tried to propagate that, not so much. If I took a little petal and tried to propagate that, not so much. You have to be as close as possible to the source, which is the trunk. I'll just put it here. It's a little memory. You've got to be as close to the source in order for your business to thrive. So, those who may or may not know, I'm the author of I Decided to Live, No More Excuses. In this book, I share, yes, it's a working book. I have to use it myself. I share things like my journey. I share some of my entrepreneurial examples. And the chapters are not long. It's an easy read. Just came to this chapter. Staring at me, staring at it. Yeah, I was sitting down. I can tell you now because I'm the author. So I was sitting down in front of a dorm waiting for my friends. And there was a cow sitting right next to me. So staring at me, and it's like the cow, if you could see the cow's eyes, if I were the cow. So the cow would be like, it was looking at me the whole time. One-sided, just looking at me. So staring at me, staring at it. The cow and I did not lose gaze of each other. She lay there chewing her cud, swallowing and then bringing it back up and chewing again with her left eye turned towards me. I had always learnt about the chewing of the cud, but never observed it. It was amazing for this city girl to be sat there with an awesome cow, teaching me about nature. Nature? Really, I was the guest of honor. I sat there in front. Anyway, you can read the rest of it. But yeah, the things that I learned through observation, it was really something. Now, some of the other things that I do, see, shine bright, is I included steps. So these are steps in things like working out your weeks active. So in a 52-week year, how many weeks are you actually active working? So usually about 48 weeks, 46 to 48. Then you've got to look at active, and I said 36 weeks. The reason being is if you're contracting, you may only get about 36 of week work a year. It's great money, but you may not always get that great money. So I took the lowest possible of 36 weeks. And if you were earning 500, the lowest possible, you'd make 18,000, right? That's your turnover. Let's say your business was active for 36 weeks and you made £500 a week. That would be like 18,000. So you will have your turnover for the active working year. So there's a difference between just the 12 months and the active weeks or months in that year. And it's just a realization of what you need to do, how to strategize. And yeah, so a business plan is in here. So you can actually start writing down. And even for those active turnover, it's got space for you to write your own notes. And then you've got the business plan. You've got things like this. You've got the actual draw your dawn. If you read the chapter, you'll understand what that is. And sometimes you need to just, I know that people work, learn in different ways, for each year, what you should do, what you could do in planning. So it's a 5-year plan. I've actually got it as a free course that you can access. So the 5-year plan is there. Then you've got this section on management, organization and personnel. So any relevant training you need, what you need people to do, what skills they must have, etc. So there's all of that, things like your first impressions for you in business, dressing for success, golden rules, customer service. We don't have that. Okay. Creating your funnel, creating your online course, creating for digital success. There's so many things, but yeah, you can get that book. I decided to live No More Excuses. There is an old version on Amazon, but this newer version you can get from payhip.com ID to live. And just for those who may need to have that, it's going to be in the chat. Okay, you can click on that link. So we're talking here about ecosystems. That's it, ecosystems. So what is an ecosystem? Well, there are certain plants that help you to breathe better. Now, if any of you are like me, you may have one of these. And this is for asthma. So it is considered a hidden disability because there's certain things that can and cannot do. It's not so bad, but it depends on the time of year. It may be worse sometimes of the year. Anyway, when I'm in the countryside, I find that my breathing is much better. I don't have a need for this. Instead of this, it's outshadowed by nature. And I find that nature really helps when you breathe out, okay, carbon dioxide, and you breathe in the oxygen, and it feeds your lungs and your body. Oh, it smells so beautiful. Yeah. It has a place for you. So it all works as an ecosystem of some kind that reminds you. Just needed some petals there. The beauty. Just looking at the beauty. It's an ecosystem. It helps with your happiness, your feeling good, your mental health, etc. So, having said that, when we think of business, nowadays, business is not just the physical face-to-face. There is a digital presence. There is a way that people communicate with you. There is, as it were, an ecosystem. So the first moment somebody encounters your business is either they've seen a post somewhere, they've gone to your website, which people don't naturally do unless they're looking for something and they found your website. That's another conversation, having SEO and making sure that search engine optimization. So the search engine, Google and all the rest of them, can find you by using tag words. I don't know if you've seen them with the hashtag, hashtags like entrepreneur, women in business, that kind of thing. Just for clarity, in case you don't know, that's your hashtag. So any word that has this, that's like a hashtag, a keyword. Okay, business. So anything that you are looking for, the reason you find it is because there are tags. There are things called tags, and there are things called hashtags. You also have things which we call keywords. Oh, okay, it's gone. So that's my business on the back of an envelope. Here we go. Business on the back of an envelope. So you'll have hashtags, which are preceded with a hashtag, and then you have tags or keywords. Okay, so they'll be called all different things. So in your business, it's important to have the appropriate hashtags, tags, keywords, so that you can be found. Now, so you've done your search, or you found it by chance on a reel on TikTok or something like that, or Instagram or Facebook, Meta, whatever they are. And dare I say WhatsApp? Have you noticed on WhatsApp, you have a meta search in WhatsApp? That for another day. But this is where people now go from the point of meeting you. I should really, I have these little cute little boards, but I didn't bring it with me. So you basically have, however they've come to meeting you. So that could be an email, it could be a website, it could have been word of mouth. It may have been a hashtag, it may have been a keyword on a website. It could be almost anywhere. It could be that you've seen an ad somewhere, okay? But wherever it is, all of these in a good ecosystem needs to go somewhere. So people are not going to go around looking for you and exploring. Oh, where is Janice? Oh, she's here. No, she's not here. She's there. No, she's there. Oh, she's there. Oh, she's there. No, they're not going to explore all over the place. People want it quick and easy. So when they've accessed you from one of these places, there must be some kind of a button which we refer to as a call to action. So that call to action is something that you do to connect, your client does to connect with you. So when they click on that call to action, wherever it's found, whether it's on Google or any of these places, a website, what have you, or landing page, dare I say, We'll get to that in a minute. I'll put that in a minute. Um, that call to action can lead to several places. It could either be straight to a phone call. I can't draw a phone, so it could be a booked call. It could lead straight to a sign up. Yeah, a sign up. Or it could lead to, it could either lead to a YouTube, or it could lead to another landing page. Or it might take them straight to a sale. But ultimately, what you want to do in your ecosystem, you want to make sure that wherever they've come from, there must be a call to action. Once you've got that call to action, you need to decide where you're going to take them. And it would really depend on your product. Please excuse the bin in the bin in the corner there. So I'll hold it here. Okay. So if it's from a website, there we go. If it's from a website, the call to action can be to book a call so that you can clarify whether or not that is the person that you want to speak to. And this is where you now get what is called a lead. So from one of those places, you are creating leads, and those leads should have a call to action that will trigger either a booked call, a sign up, a sale, might be access to YouTube if they haven't got the funds available right now. You may want to send them to free training, and when they go to this free training, then they can decide whether or not they want to actually book a call, or they want to sign up, or they want to go straight to the sale. Now, how would you do that now? You're thinking, right, but I don't know. So people come from different places. So your ecosystem needs to take them on a journey. So this journey depends on how you want your business to run and your type of business as well. So your call to action may not be a booked call. It may be going straight to the sale. So if it's a template, you don't need to talk to anybody. They don't need to talk to you. Wherever they've come from, they see a call to action button, they click on that button and they go straight to the sale, and they go straight to your store, whatever the store is. And after they've gone to that store and they've signed up, then this is where you need to nurture them with emails, and you need to keep in touch with them. I was not good at that. I really was not. And I'm still keeping in touch with people. But you know, the most effective way of me gaining my clients has been word of mouth. It's not always going to be that way. It's unpredictable. That's what I can say. It's very unpredictable. You are behoved to when and if they have the money to invest in themselves. But you can make it much more predictable by using a call to action that goes straight to the sale, or straight to the sign up if it's a course, and that sign up will lead to a sale. So this is where we start talking about things called funnels. And there's different types of funnels. You can have a scheduling funnel, sign up funnel, you can have a sales funnel, you can have an information funnel, that then will eventually nurture them and take them to a sale. And you do this all via a landing page. And that landing page is where you decide where you take them. So based on decisions they make on your landing page, if they can't invest, you send them to the YouTube. And that's using a questionnaire. Um, or you'll send them straight to sign up, and then you'll have what you call an upsell or a downsell if it's too much for them. And so you win the client, and it's just win-win for everybody, because whether you're getting a bit of education, you're getting a free download, or whether you're getting somebody to sign up or book a call, you do know that you are in business. So, what do we do to make you feel like you are in business? We help you to build an ecosystem that suits your particular needs. So, everyone's needs is different, everybody's business is different, and that's why we do a triage at first. So, how do we work? So, we do a triage, and then we look at options. Then we start providing solutions. Okay, so if I do that here again, I don't know which one. Yeah, do that here. Right. So we do a triage where we ask questions, we clarify your position, we clarify what you have, what you don't have, we fill in gaps. And that's when we look at the different options of what we can do. You know, is it going to be a booked call? Is it going to be a sign up? Is it going to be a sale? Based on your business. And then we provide the solution. Okay, we toss. So there are so many things that you can achieve